Someone asked me today, what is my interpretation or my view of entrepreneur? What is an entrepreneur? What is being entrepreneurial all about? So today we're going to talk about what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur. Before we continue, remember to subscribe and follow our channel for free mentorship, because I give thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of free tips, advice, suggestions, strategies on my YouTube channel. So please make sure and subscribe. So what is an entrepreneur? Do I have the right to call myself an entrepreneur? What qualifies someone as being an entrepreneur? You know, we hear that name being tossed around a lot. Oh, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a successful entrepreneur. I'm being entrepreneurial. Well, when you really consider it from doing research, here is what an entrepreneur is. Here's what I deem as a very appropriate definition of an entrepreneur. Someone who is 100% responsible for the success and failure of their enterprise. Someone who is 100% responsible for the success and failure of their endeavors. Someone who's 100% responsible for the success or failure of their projects, their businesses, whatever they set out on. See, when you have that mindset that you, me, I'm 100% responsible for the outcome of anything, then I don't have anyone to blame. I can't blame my parents, I can't blame my significant other, my spouse, my kids, God, the universe. No one is to blame. However, sometimes we look on social media, or we may see someone on an interview and they claim to be an entrepreneur, and you will hear them say things that make no sense being an entrepreneur. For example, they'll say stuff like, well, you don't understand, Anil, you don't have children. An entrepreneur would never say that. An entrepreneur would never use their children as an excuse why they're not successful. They would use their kids or look at their kids as a reason to be a successful entrepreneur. So whenever you hear someone says, you don't understand, they're not being an entrepreneur. They're actually being a victim. So there's a difference between being an entrepreneur and a victim, and they're two different conversations. So we have to watch what comes out of our mouth, because remember, that's what we're thinking constantly. And how can we, you and I, be successful entrepreneurs if we are blaming other external things for the reason we're not successful? So, you hear sometimes people say, well, you don't have children, you don't understand. Here's another one people say, well, you don't live my life, you don't understand. Here's another one, I'm busy, Anil, you don't understand. Or here's another one, you don't know how difficult it is to be an entrepreneur. I've heard that one. Here's another one, I don't know how. Now, the I don't know how is the one I can deal with. Because my response to someone who says, I don't know how, my response is, well, do you want to learn how to be a successful entrepreneur? Because it's not possible for me as the action taker to work with anyone who has it figured out. Sometimes I have conversations with people and they tell me what they're up to, what they're doing, their execution, everything. And nowhere in the conversation do they say, well, I don't have this figured out and I don't understand this, and I'm researching this, and I have to connect with the right people about this. So when I don't hear those things, I don't even offer my assistance, because that's someone who has it already figured out. Now, is that the proper mindset for an entrepreneur? No, it's not. An entrepreneur never has it all figured out. They're always a work in progress. They're always one step. Excuse me, I gotta sneeze. It's gonna come, so forgive me if I have to sneeze during the lesson. It comes, I have no control over it, but as an entrepreneur, I'm going to be responsible for my sneeze. So an entrepreneur is someone that does not have it figured out. Even when they have it figured out, they realize, oh my God, I don't really know a whole lot, because what I just learned, I just realized I don't really know anything. So it really keeps them in a place of always improving and bettering themselves, because when they know something, they realize they don't really know a whole lot. And I'm sure you would agree, for the length of time we live on the planet, let's just say we live to 100 years, if we're very fortunate, we haven't even scratched the surface of knowledge. We haven't even scratched the surface of what is possible. 100 years is nothing. Nothing. So being an entrepreneur means being responsible for our conversations. It also means being responsible for our thinking. An entrepreneur never blames anything external for their lack of productivity, making stuff happen, actions, being consistent. They take 100% responsibility for the reflection in the mirror. That's an entrepreneur. So when someone tells me, well, Anil, yeah, I'm being an entrepreneur, and I look in on their life and I don't see them being an entrepreneur and generating the results, they're just living in excuses and stories, then I leave them alone, because they're living what I call their version or their interpretation of an entrepreneur. And that's okay. I respectfully understand. I only work with those who are ready. And being in a state of readiness is very, very important. Nothing happens in a state of readiness. Nothing. You can talk to someone about the most amazing opportunity, the most amazing gym, the most amazing trip to take, the most amazing products to consume for their health. You can talk till you're blue in the face. Unless someone's ready to take that on, you might as well be talking to a wall. So one aspect of entrepreneurialism you want to respect with yourself is giving your energy and time where it's deserved, not where it's needed. Let me repeat it. One aspect of being a successful entrepreneur and in the entrepreneurial endeavor is giving your energy and time where it's deserved, not needed. Now, why do I say that? Well, when you look at the word needed, what is the first part of that? It's need and needy. You cannot help someone who's needy. Needy is not a powerful place to be. You want to work with people and partner with people and assist people who are ready, a state of readiness. And I've learned this lesson for many, many decades being in the field, that the people I have the greatest success with, and actually the people that I work with that really need me, they outproduce me, out-earn me, they do bigger things than me, they create more than me, are the people that don't need me. They want to be in partnership with me, they want to be in a relationship with me, they want to rub shoulders and rub faces and create together and mastermind and talk, game plan and figure things out. But once they get that, they're like, bye-bye, Anil, see ya. I'll send you messages from time to time. I don't need you, but thanks. And if I have to call on you, I'll call on you so you can keep me on track. But watch my dust, buddy. I'm out of here. Those are the people I've noticed in my entire experience and career, are the people that really understand entrepreneurialism. They really get the concept of being 100% responsible for their outcomes. And you don't hear them saying silly stuff like, you don't understand, or you don't know my life, Anil, or you don't know what I have to deal with, Anil, or you don't know how busy I am, Anil, or you don't know how my wife treats me, Anil. No, I do not ever hear those people talk like that. Here's what I hear them say. Hey, Anil, guess what I did today? Hey, Anil, guess what partnership I created today? Anil, you wouldn't believe what I generated today. Anil, guess what got deposited into my bank account today? Hey, Anil, guess what car I went into a dealership and bought today? Hey, Anil, guess what area code I moved in today? What neighborhood I moved in today? You wouldn't believe it. Hey, Anil, guess what rank I've earned in my company? Hey, Anil, guess how many people in my team I've helped rank up as well so that they are getting what they want? See, those are the conversations of a true-blooded entrepreneur that gets it. Someone who is taking 100% responsibility for their outcome, and they're not in victim mode and blaming and making excuses, and they're like, oh, life is hard, life is difficult. No, that's not an entrepreneur. That's a wannabe entrepreneur. That's like someone who's a wannabe rapper or a wannabe actor or a wannabe singer. Not the true hardcore people we see performing and generating a lot in the industry of entertainment. There are lots of wannabes out there. So you don't want to become a wannabe entrepreneur. You want to be someone that when people look in on you on your social media, your personal life, your private life, how you are, how you go about that, they go, wow, I want to partner with that person because they're going places and I need that energy in my life. I want that energy in my life. I don't have that energy in my life. And I know if I stick around them, maybe some of their magic dust will fall off on me, and maybe their attitude and their whole being will infect me. and I will really understand and grasp the true concept of what an entrepreneur is. I'm constantly on the search to run into people like that, constantly, which means for me to attract what I want to attract, I need to become that person. That's another aspect of entrepreneurialism you really, really need to get. If your business is not growing, if what you want to create is not happening, if people are not taking you seriously, it's because you have to become the version of who you want to attract. Now, let me explain. This is a very interesting concept and phenomenon. And when you master this, when you truly, truly master this, you are going to take off as an entrepreneur. Let me share something with you. For you to build something substantial and build something huge and majestic and big that prospers and grows without you, you have to attract people in your life that want to partner with you, that want to be around you, that want to spend time with you, that want to learn from you, which means you need to become that person in order to attract that person, because those people on the planet are looking for like-minded people. You know, sometimes I see my friends post on their social media, oh, I'm a queen and I'm a king and I'm all this and a bag of rice and a bag of chips and a cat's meow. And I humorously respond on their post, I didn't know you became a self-proclaimed queen. Who appointed you as a king? Who gave you this title? Oh, I see, it's self-appointed. So you are a self-proclaimed queen. And you're a self-crowned king. Well, to really truly be an entrepreneur, you don't need to do that. Someone who's really truly a queen or a king or a player, they know who they are. They don't need to prove it to you, and they don't need to prove it to me. It's in their results. It's in their life. It's in their production. It's in their reality. It's in their surroundings. When you look in on them, wow, they are making major stuff happen with major people, and those people gravitated towards them magnetically because that's how they're being. They didn't have to say they're a queen or say they're a king or say they're a player or say they're a top producer. It's obvious. It shows up in their life. They don't need to say it. You know, does Brad Pitt have to say he's an A-list actor? No. There are scripts that are written specifically for him. There are movies that were created just for him. So when you look at how successful people are truly entrepreneurs, you can see that there's a demand for them. They're like diamonds. They're like precious diamonds. They're rare and hard to find. So are you a diamond or are you a cubic zirconia? You're a crystal pretending you're a diamond. A true entrepreneur or someone who's becoming a better version of themselves doesn't need to be like that. That's a very toxic, harmful, dangerous energy to live in. Because you're living in a false sense of reality. It's very narcissistic. Because you believe you're a queen and king and an entrepreneur and a player and all that. And in all reality, you're not. So the lesson today is start taking actions. Start looking at yourself in the mirror. Start doing a discovery about yourself to find out whether or not you truly understand what an entrepreneur is. Whether or not you truly are walking and living an entrepreneurial path or living an entrepreneurial dream. So again, this is a Nail the Action Taker. I love having conversations like these because it also reminds me of how I need to be in my life. Am I truly being an entrepreneur? Am I being entrepreneurial? Or am I playing victim and blaming and complaining? And I'm like, oh, poor me, life is hard, nothing is happening, nothing is going on. So I blame this person, that person, this person, that person, this person, that person for my miserable existence. So I love doing these videos because these videos also keep my head in the game and keeps me on the path to doing what I know I should be doing rather than stories, excuses, why I'm not doing something because I think I have it figured out and I know what to do. No. I want to make sure that I'm truly 100% living up to what an entrepreneur is. And again, in conclusion, what is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is someone who is 100% responsible for their success and failures. They don't blame anyone. They don't use anything external as an excuse or story for why things are not going on. They look at themselves in the mirror and they realize for things to happen, I have to take charge. I have to become a better version of myself, and I have to get into action with what I say, with the words that come out of my mouth to other people. I am going to take 100% responsibility for my life, my outcomes, my production, my reality, because I am truly living as an entrepreneur. So again, this is Anil, the action taker. Thank you for stopping into this live today and listening to this lesson. I wish you the very best. Anything I could do to help you get out of the victim mindset or poor me mindset, or you don't understand my life, Anil mindset, or you don't know how busy I am, you don't know about the kids, you don't know about this, you don't know about that. Anything I could do to help you get out of that mindset and stepping into an entrepreneur's mindset, let me know. Because those people that you use as an excuse why you're not doing what you're doing are the reason why you should truly understand and master being an entrepreneur. So take care wherever you are. I love you, and I look forward to our next live that's going to be happening soon. Ciao for now.